Hi everybody, Richard here from Bringing Back Wargaming. This is a video by myself because I'm doing something called the Cowabunga Challenge. It's a painting challenge to paint 1,000 points worth of 40k second edition, ideally with second edition models or era appropriate models, over a period of 6 months. Now, this competition was run by Dr. the Viking for a fair few years. He's stopped doing it now, and it's been taken over by a guy called Dennis. So thank you for that, Dennis. Jason and I were going to take part in it last year. I think it was last year, but the rules for the competition become really tight and complicated. But Dennis has taken it back to the slightly easier form, or formula I should say, where it's just 1,000 points over 6 months. Now, normally it works out to about 200 points a month, and like it says in the spiel, that makes 1,000 points in 5 months. You get an extra month, so you get a 6th month, just in case life gets in the way and you can't complete a challenge. I'm going to do my best to try and complete a challenge each month, and I'll show you what I'm painting this month, and then I'll show you what I'm painting the next month and the finished product as well, to try and promote the Cowabunga Challenge. And there'll be a blog as well, you can check it on. I think a link will be put into the Warhammer 2nd edition Facebook group, which is brilliant, and it's constantly getting new members, which is fantastic as well. So my challenge is 1,000 points worth of Dark Angels to expand on my Dark Angel army. So you don't have to go for a proper 1,000 points. You can just do like a 1,000 point army. You can just do 1,000 points. So that's what I'm going to do. I've always kept saying that I want to get some Assault Marines. Well, now I will. This is my I'm using this challenge to get things done. So you've got to split your choices into 5 months, and then try and get them done each month that you've decided to do them on. So what I'm going to do is show you, I'll try and put up a photo of my slots. If not, I'll probably just show you what I'm going to do. I'll show you the first lot for this month, and I'll show you what I'm going to do the month after, the month after, the month after. So what I'm going to do is swap the camera around now, and we'll have it face down on the table. Okay, so here you can see my Dark Angels. So what I've got is some closer. So I did ask about putting jump packs on or not. I'm kind of thinking I wish I hadn't now. So I might pull off the jump packs on the other 5 I've got to do. So I've got 5 here to do, and I've got 2 with, if you can see that, with power swords there, and the other 3 have got just chainsaws. They've all got bolt pistols as well. Just want to get them into combat and start hacking stuff up. Trouble is, sadly, to have them with melter bombs, if we wanted to take on vehicles, you've got to arm the whole squad, and that becomes rather expensive. So all I've gone for is basic stuff, but I'm looking forward to doing these. I'll try and put the decals on again. I was advised maybe it might be better to keep the jump packs off to put the decals on. No, me, I've got to learn the hard way. So if it becomes difficult with these, then I'll actually just rip the jump packs off the other ones and glue them on and pin them on later. Looking forward to doing all the other bits and pieces like these. I'll use a pencil here if you can see. These here, the cross plates over the Aquila. So I'll do the Aquila first and then do the cross plates. I'll look through my Codex Angels of Death to try and get the correct colour. I think the cross guards or the braces are red. I'll do what I can. I'm not one for masses of edge highlighting, so I'll see what I can do. But I've got a month, which doesn't seem, well, you might think it's a long time to do that, but I've got a month to paint those 5. But as you well know, I'm a slow painter anyway, so that might be a bit of a struggle to do. What I'll do is I'll show you month 2, so you can see what's coming up next. Okay, so month 2, February, will be another 5 jump packers. This one again with the sergeant with the power fist. I haven't sprayed these up yet or undercoated them because, like I said, if it doesn't work out very well with the jump packs, I shall snap them off first and re-glue them afterwards with a pin. These haven't actually been pinned, so I'm probably learning the hard way there, because I've never actually painted Space Marines before. In all the years I've been doing this, since, well, Rogue Trader, we always had our set factions, and you weren't allowed to use other people's armies and all this sort of stuff. So I never actually got to use Space Marines. So there we go. I always thought I'd do an Ultramarine army, but after reading the fluff and that with the Dark Angels, I thought I'd go. I think they're a bit knightly, and I thought I'd go for some Dark Angels. So that's my February challenge. My March challenge is going to be a Razorback. I know a lot of people say that gameplay wise these are not the best, but you know what Jason and I like is always the rule of cool. So that's what we'll be going for. I think that goes there. Yes, it does. So that'll be glued into place. I haven't done a Rhino. I don't think I've ever painted a Rhino. I did paint a Land Raider, the original Land Raider for my mate for his birthday many years ago when they first came out. But yeah, the only other thing I think I painted for a mate was a Predator, the old Rogue Trader Predator. But I've never painted a Razorback, never painted a Rhino. So this should be interesting. I've seen some fantastic paint jobs on the second edition Facebook group. So there we go. Got a little repair to do there as well, which I'll do a bit of wire on that. Other than that, that's going to be my March challenge. So April sees me doing 2 characters. A whole month to two characters. Well, not too much of a character. This is a Rogue Trader Terminator, because you can tell. I'll use this pencil again. You can tell by this shoulder detail here, the second edition ones were more square instead of a smoother point like that. So this is a Rogue Trader Terminator, but he's going to be, sadly he's not the proper model. It's not a Deathwing model, but he will be painted up as a Deathwing because I need the firepower for my Terminators, because Heavy Flamer just doesn't cut it, and who doesn't love an assault cannon? So that will be April's, as well as Brother Bethor. I do have the bolt gun, he's just not with me right now. I'm not sure this is the right banner top, but it's the only one I got with the model. Got it ages ago. So looking forward to doing his cloak, and I'll have the, I think it's the standard of retribution or something, where they anybody within 4 inches classes as stationary, so they can rapid fire. So I can keep him with a tactical squad if I want to, or with the Terminators. They can throw out a lot of shots as well. So I will be using that as Brother Bethor. So that's April's, just 2 models, so I can really focus on those 2 and go to a little bit of detail on them. I'll go to town on them. So if all goes well, come May, I should be painting these 2. Now this is Brother Ezekiel, but I'm not going to paint it. I'm painting him. I have got the banner and I have got the sword. That's just off camera. I will be painting Brother Ezekiel as a level 3 librarian. Can't remember what it's called, but that's what model here we get, and that's a level 3 librarian. And then later on, obviously, I will use him as Ezekiel. And then I have got, if I'll pronounce it right, Asmodeus, the rather nasty chaplain. You can buy a normal interrogator chaplain and give him the war gear card, and it'd be exactly the same points. But this dude has got some fluff behind him. He punishes whole companies for just laughing while not on duty, so they weren't allowed to utter a word for a year as penance unless they were praying. He holds chapter masters to account and all sorts, and he's obviously one of the very few that's managed to convert the unforgiven, or made them forgive. But that's the law now, not the law. That's the law then, not the law now. So I'm looking forward to doing him. I've got the backpack with the banner as well, so he'll be getting that. And I'm going to make sure, because I'm really looking forward to doing this one, this will be my last model, so I can throw everything I've got into it. Now, you get an extra month. So that's May. The extra month, if all goes according to plan, I get all this done. I will do 5 scouts, because I'm looking forward to doing 5 scouts as well. That will be my bonus in June, and that will take me over 1,000 points, which is fine. I think we're allowed to do that. But I would just like to say for everybody else, and there's 40 participants in this one. 40, that's horrendous. The amount of work Dennis has got to do running it. Fair play to you, mate. I've seen some already. There's some Harlequin armies coming and all sorts, so I'm looking forward to that one. Harlequins are scary to paint. But if I get all this done, I'll get the scouts done, and that will give me just over 1,000 points extra for my Dark Angel. So to everybody taking part, good luck, and we'll see you in February.